housing protest is the 9th of February, approximately 5:20 p.m. Yeah, so basically, quick rundown. The college has told all juniors and seniors that they very much need to look off campus for housing within the next year because they're renovating McAllister Hall, and they just don't think they're going to have enough housing for everyone, which is, frankly, not cool.
Have you seen anything being done by the college so far?
Yeah, so the college has talked to all of the major housing places around here, Hofler, CCA, all of those areas, and they have found that there is some extra housing in there, so that's why they're trying to do that housing fairs for students.
So what do you think about the housing crisis right now? How's it affecting you?
It's utterly ridiculous, honestly. A lot of us that are freshmen, we count as upperclassmen now because of our transfer credits, and we were promised housing for at least 2 years, so it's just unfair for if you can't afford off-campus housing. So many of us, my peers, can't. It's just really unfair and classist, honestly.
Around what would you say the price of a 2-bedroom apartment would be downtown?
Right now, it is nearly impossible to find rent under $1,000. It's all at least over $1,000 right now, and that's just really hard on parents and students if you hold a part-time job.
And what do you think the school should do? What do you think would be a good thing for them to start doing for students?
I think what happens at other colleges, we've talked to, is if you're renovating a dorm and there's not enough housing, you should at least rent out a hotel to give your students somewhere to live rather than kicking them off campus. I think just provide anything.
Or at the very least, a better way.
Yeah.
There was no time to My name's Bree.
Hi, tell us a little bit about
So I'm here because this is an issue that a lot of people that I know would have to face. Housing is an essential. If you look at marketing theory, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, food, water, shelter is the first. And if the college isn't providing that with the tuition that we're paying, I find that quite ridiculous. And therefore, I'm here.
So why are you here today?
I'm a freshman at at CFC, and I really like housing, and I'd like to complete my college here instead of having to pay out the wazoo for housing elsewhere on the peninsula.
How do you think the campus could fix these issues?
One, by not letting in as many students, and two, not remodeling halfway through or at the starting of a new semester. And also, I don't know, open up new housing for students specifically, not just off-branch apartments.
And then, along with the housing crisis, describe your experience living in the dorms, as a student.
I live in the Berry dorm, which is the biggest dorm on campus, and it's quite frankly dirty, old. There's mold problems. It's just frankly dingy.
Yeah.
It's not a great experience. We don't love the housing on campus. We just want somewhere to live.
Well, that was really amazing. You put that really well into words. If you could tell College of Charleston one thing, what do you really want them to know? Taking in your hands.
Well, I think we already know what the issues are, and the housing issues are. So the message I have is to say to students, don't be shy.
Oh, we were always planning to get these renovations done. Were you always planning to kick us out? I don't even know if there's enough housing on this peninsula for all of us. Not enough housing. It's too goddamn expensive. What are we here for? What are we here for? They clearly don't want us here. What are we here for?
They don't care about us.
What are we here for?
They don't care.
Give us housing! Give us housing! Give us housing!
What was your decision on going to top? What's the reason why you thought this is so important?
So we decided to go up because we feel the frustration of the students. We feel that they have no idea of what the administration is actively doing to mitigate this crisis. And so with the lack of transparency, we wanted to go up as student representatives to let students know that we are trying to work with administration to do it. As a student government, there's so much that we can do except for express disapproval, as we did last night as a Senate, and just try and encourage the administration to create a tangible solution for students.
So what did you think about the protests? Like, how do you think it went?
Well, I didn't think there was enough people.
Okay.
I think the plan of action was excellent. I just didn't think there was enough people out here to help support. You know, because everyone here is getting worked over, right? You know, and they're prioritizing the people coming next year that are giving them what, like $6,000-7,000, the freshmen, and they're screwing all these people over. They're like, "Hey, we're done with you. You already paid us a shitload of money. We're gone. Bye." That's what I think about it. I have no dog in the fight, but I get passionate when I see that type of stuff. You know.
Right. And why didn't you want to come in?
Well, I live off campus. I live with my mommy and my daddy, get well-cooked meals. I have excellent transportation to and from the school, you know. I have a beautiful girlfriend named Emily Todd. She provides me with some rooms in the dorm and stuff like that. And it's really fun. But for everyone here, I mean, look, they're looking at what, like $12,000+ for the next, 2 years minimum? 2 or 3 years minimum, depending on what grade level they are, on top of whatever, you know, schooling they actually have to pay for. You know, $12,000 alone in housing, that's incredible. That's unbelievable. I couldn't imagine going through that. I would transfer away. Screw this school, you know. Screw this goddamn school. Until they change something, my gosh.
Hey, how are you? So tell us about your sons and like what they mean.
So here we have what happens with equal opportunity. It's one thing that the college preaches, that they're here for everybody. They want to make sure that everybody has place to be. The other side, why should we suffer for your mistakes? They've known about this, they've done it, and they still decided to accept their largest class of freshmen yet. And just kicking everybody else out for that.
Right. And so what do you think, like what do you want the outcome from this protest to be?
I want them to start sort of like in 2013 when they partnered up with Francis Marion Hotels for housing. They need to be talking to other people. They need to find a way to keep people on campus, because at this point we have nowhere else to go.
So with the housing crisis protest coming to an end, we've had a lot of interviews that are talking mostly about how they don't really feel like they have places to be, and the housing market currently is very slim, so the opportunities to find housing within a reasonable price range is very low. And then the school is also using credit hours to determine who gets housing, and that's been a major point of conflict with some students.
No, yeah, just keep fighting, you know, no matter how small, no matter if it's 2 people, 3 people, 30, 100, you keep fighting, you know?